Just a few more thoughts on the Coco Gauff Sabalenka French Open final, in which Coco Gauff won. It was one of those matches for me, and like everybody's different, but I watched the whole match. One of those matches for me, and it could be in any sport, but you're watching it thinking, Sabalenka's getting so many chances and blowing it and showing this inconsistency and keeping opening the door to Coco, and you're thinking, one of these days she's going to walk through. You may well lose the match for that, and they keep getting more and more chances to the point where obviously Coco Gauff takes those chances. But before that, you're thinking to yourself, Sabalenka, you actually deserve to lose right now. You are the better player and form coming in, and you show enough consistency and enough quality that you could absolutely steamroll this match. But you FAFO, and you are FAFO all day today. That's why we're into 3 sets somehow. And I think you're going to find a way to lose. And that's exactly what she did. I swear, so I was watching it, and really, I don't care about whether Sabalenka or Coco Gauff wins. And I don't know what it was for you guys. But for the sake of quality, I just wanted Sabalenka to find her true form and a little bit of consistency and just put the match to bed, and the best person won. But then there was that tipping point. Sabalenka had broken Gauff, and then Gauff broke back. The next thing you know, Sabalenka has a couple of back-to-back weak points, and now she still could potentially come through and just kind of save the day. But that's unlikely to happen because she hasn't shown that consistency for the whole match. And then Coco Gauff gets the break. But then it's whether she's going to hold on for 2 more games without getting broken. Because then we're on the seesaw where, again, anytime Sabalenka finds her true form, she may well end up winning the thing despite playing awful. Didn't happen. She didn't deserve it. So the best person did win, and the best person always wins at the end of the day. And that was Coco Gauff. Sabalenka's form, if you look at it over the months, win. It's just consistency. Sabalenka bet the better players for what it's worth on the way to the final. Fully deserved. Coco Gauff had consistency in this particular tournament, the French Open, and she deserved to get to the final, and she deserved to win. Sabalenka's still the better player. Just going into this very quickly, I watched Coco Gauff play in the Italian Open. That was one of the worst quality matches I've ever seen in my life. I think for consistency of performance, Coco Gauff, I can't give her more than 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. So we're still talking about world class, and there's other things that they do particularly well, better than many others. 2 out of 10. And for Ms. Zheng, I've got to give her 1.9 out of 10. Both were absolutely awful. One is slightly less awful than the others. Know that people can have bad games, they're just humans. But at that professional level, that was at the back of my mind. So when Coco Gauff went to the French Open and had a game plan and stuck to it, knowing that she's up to a Sabalenka who's been playing awesome, and at the end of the day is a better player, but she stuck to it and showed the consistency. Despite everything, she deserved to win. But at the back of my mind was the form of Coco Gauff, and if there is some way you can watch this match here, the semi-final in the Italian Rome Open for the ladies, one of the worst matches you will ever see. And your jaw, if it's anything like mine, will be on the floor with the absolute lack of quality on display. But nevertheless, anyway, so listen, Coco's only 21, Sabalenka's 24. Sabalenka, at her current level of ability, could get better and more consistency. Not necessarily, things don't necessarily go in that linear way. There's sometimes that cliff face and people just nosedive down, and Naomi Osaka, etc. But Coco Gauff and Sabalenka are probably going to be battling it out for the next 7 to 10 years, something like that. Coco Gauff, if she improves her consistency, has power to challenge, and I guess we'll see. Sabalenka's already at a higher level, so if she gets better, then Coco Gauff has got a higher mountain to climb. But they're both world class, and they're both near the tippity top, so we will see. Just very quickly, Coco Gauff at 21, that's what she is right now. Whether it's in this Italian Open or whether it was in that French Open final. A Serena Williams at 21, even a Venus Williams at 21. Both world-class players. Serena's probably the GOAT, so it's slightly unfair. Serena would have been beating Coco Gauff minimum 6-2, 6-2, maybe 6-0, 6-0, or 6-1, something like that. We're talking about levels. She just wouldn't be able to get away with that type of match against somebody in form. Sabalenka on form would have and could have smashed Coco Gauff, something like 6-2, 6-3. Dominant performance, but that wasn't her on the day. And to make it more rounded, I think a Serena versus Sabalenka. Now, Sabalenka's 24. A 24-year-old Serena, out of 10 matches, I reckon Serena wins, yeah, solid 8. I reckon Sabalenka goes into it knowing that she cannot bring anything other than her best game. And Serena always brought her best game. We talk about levels here. So we got world-class level, then we got the GOAT, which is Serena. Always brings her best game. That is GOAT level. World-class is going to be the best of whatever your cohort is at the same time. We're talking about levels. Congratulations to Coco Gauff. She's world-class. Top 5, but I say depends on that cohort. There's absolutely no shame. She absolutely deserved to win that French Open final. Congratulations to her. I hope she uses that as a spur in order to drive that consistency in her performance. And she made us all proud. And again, I was cheering for her at the end. I had no friends in the game either way, so whoever won, I was happy for. And in the end, Coco deserved to win. Congratulations to her, and may she go on and prosper.